And let me share my screen. All right, guys. All right. All right. Okay. Oh.
I was trying to get more video on. I was doing the work. I was trying to check more on this psych level. I get information about it, but I was not really getting what anything online like that.
Okay. Yeah. It's actually a, it's, will I say it's a will I say it's actually a peculiarity of a thing, and then may not really be popular like that. And then will I say it's something that is quite specific, you know.
Okay.
So but the on of trend line, you can actually get that online. Am I correct?
Yes. Third line. I saw third line. So that
Yes.
psych level, the one I was seeing is I just drawing support and resistance, drawing a horizontal line on support and resistance zone. That was the one I was seeing. I was not really getting into the psych level.
But you understand cycle level, right?
Yes.
It's not an issue. Let me even check your cycle level. Your cycle level wasn't okay. Some were not properly plotted, you know. Okay, let me also say this. After you plotted your cycle levels, you have to go to 15-minute time frame to check the plotting very well. Okay. Well, after I plot
Okay.
it, you have to check to show a 15-minute time frame. Let me show you now. We're able to show you the exact of 50 that is there. If it is 50, then the one should be what? One something. So if you plot it on a bigger time frame, bigger time frame might be showing, because you can't compare bigger time frame with smaller time frame. So you can plot it on bigger time frame, whereas on the bigger time frame is showing you that is around there. If you now consider minutes, you now realize that you are even exceeded, or you have not met it already. Do you understand? Do you understand? So you
Yeah.
have to do your adjustment, just like this now. You have to do your adjustment to meet up with it. You do your adjustment to meet up with it, to do your adjustment to meet up with it. That is what we do. So it's not something difficult. So I don't want us to spend time on this. It's not difficult at all. It's not something we have to be spending time on. It's not something we have to be spending time at all. It's not difficult. It's not a difficult stuff. So there's also what you call counter. And what you call, let me also touch about mini trend line and then major trend line. Do you know about that? I'll teach you today. We'll talk about that today. We have to call mini trend line and major trend line. Those one I taught you last week is major trend line. I still expect more from you, please. I still expect more from you. So 2 to 3, at least 3 or 4 different pairs. Send them in. Send them in.
Can I use crypto to draw trend line also?
What do you say?
Can I draw my trend line on crypto?
Yeah, on what?
Crypto.
It's any pair. Just send them in. Let me just say any pair. Any pair is in the currency pair or in the exchange pair, any pair. Just send it. I just want to see your accurate, because I told you that all of this, once you know the chart, you can apply it to any. Am I talking? Once you know the charts,
Yeah.
once you know the price actions, you can apply. They are all the same charts. You can apply it to either crypto, either boom, volatility, either crash, either foreign exchange, either anyone. You can apply to them. So of course you already know the chart, and it's the same chart. So I just want to see your accuracy, your accurateness on all these stuffs. Because if you don't plot them well, it will affect. And I told you the last time as well that it will definitely interpret any decision you make will determine your interpretation in the market. So if I make a decision of A instead of the decision to be B, it will affect my interpretation, and I'll be seeing buy instead of sell because of the decision I make, because of the plotting I did wrongly. So if I did a wrongly plotting on this, it will give me, so that's why you see some people, and how come? So of course you get the basic and the fundamental were not well seated and well cemented as well. So let me also teach. They also call larger, what's it called, major trend line and minor trend line. Let me show you something here now. You may see some people do major trend line. Now, this trend line, it seems it start from what? Daily, am I correct?
Yes.
Awesome. These are minor stuff. When you enter price actions, market social, that's when we are into main stuff. These are minor stuff. If I'm not mistaken, this should be your 4th week. However, because you actually missed a week, we are meant to you missed a week, which I wasn't available, but someone was meant to take you that week, and the person was in class, and you couldn't show up, unfortunately. But normally, how we do it is, if you missed a week, you are meant to rectify such. You are meant to rectify such, or for pay a token for such to be recorded. However, but I decided to waive that you should not. That you should not pay a token. So we'll conduct that for you again next week. Is that correct? Is that good? Do you like that?
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome, sir. So that will be conducted so that we can touch. If possible, we can finish up with this one. We'll touch price action. We'll enter price action because at the main stuff of market structure, we'll enter something like that. So that's it. So that's how we can continue that. But after then, now left to you. If it's something you want to furthermore, so that you can, of course, we can be able to cover up all the syllabus. If you can do 3 months or 6 months, it will cover everything because we have a lot of. We couldn't roll out everything for you. It's only for 6 months, guys. All our classes, syllabuses, is by stage in basic forms. Everything step by step. So we have a lot of topics that we need to cover. And because of the larger times we used to do, we have more classes. We are used to have more classes in there to cover up, not unlike the one on one class on Saturday and one on Sunday, because it's just monthly. If it were to be something like that, we used to have more classes, and other people, other coaches comes and then of course take you. So we let me show you something. There's what we call major and minor trend line. If you look at this is what coming from the daily. Am I correct?
Yes.
Awesome. Now, if you look at this, it's touching 1, it's touching 1, it's touching 2, it's touching 3. Now, sometimes I tell you that these trend lines sometimes might touch your body. Does not necessarily have to be. Now, if I say that because of I'm observing my week, it now touches week. Let me show you now. Let me show you something. You will see that I'll be incorrect with that. See now. If I say I'm watching my week, can you see this week now? This what is they did what 1, 2. This is what just 2 touches. 2 touches is what is this correct or incorrect? Is this correct?
No.
I need to know to know the understanding of trend line. You have to know the understanding of the trend line. It's not just about doing it, it's about the intuition behind it. Is this correct or incorrect?
It's not correct.
Why is it not correct?
It's not accurate.
How is it not accurate? It touches. How is it not accurate? Now tell me. Yeah, tell me. How is it not accurate?
Okay, first 2. Okay, it's correct. I was looking at it, not touch the touch line, but it touched 2 weak.
Okay. Now, I'll tell you that this trend line is correct and at the same time it's incorrect. I would say it's right, but it's not correct. That's my word. That's what I will use. It's right, but it's not correct. But there's difference between to be right and not to be correct, and another thing to be correct. And there is also a different thing to be right and correct. And there is another thing to be right and not to be correct. It's right, but it's definitely not correct. What do I mean by that? So once you've given you some intuition, the brain boss behind some of this stuff, not just to have the head knowledge. Oh, no, the brain, so you can teach it as you like. You can teach it. You can be able to defend it. Oh no, you guys understand what he's saying. You guys understand these tools he's using behind the strategies. He understood them very well. You know, those are the things that will stand you out, that will make you someone of a credible and authority figure. Am I talking?
Yes.
Awesome. So as I said this is correct because it's right because it touches 2. But as a matter of fact, in this context, this was a move upward. Then it came back here. It corrected this. It did a correction movement here. Then it goes and come back again. Still shows that this correction movement is valid here. Price correction is valid here. First of all, because of what? this never came down to this point, equal this one, it's still valid there. That means this level, this lowest lower level is valid. Then it keep going up and going up. That shows to tell us that what it's an uptrend anymore. Am I correct? Good. Now this specifies the lowest, and this, as it's 12 now, specifies the highest. Am I correct? Are we together?
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you. So this is the lowest, and then according to the laws and the applied application, we are meant to start from the lowest to the highest. Now I pick it from the lowest, you join my next one, then the third one, then fourth one, then nothing. If you have to look at it, we have a what? We have a low year, 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 we have a low year. Good. And I plotted my stuff here, 1, and I took 2. Is right, but I'm not correct. It's right. As I not that I'm not correct in the long run, as peculiarity to this now, to this trade movement, to this movement now. That's why I want to teach you minor and then major trend line. In this particular context now, I am right, but I am not correct because of what market is, and because this movement has moved ahead. I have to make sure that my trend line touches as many joint points as possible. Do you get?
As possible.
As many as it touches. So as I said, sometimes you could touch your wick, and it could touch the body. I'm just concerned about correctness and then accuracy. So as I said, in the first class we have in a class of trend line, I said most times I make sure that my line touches the wick. Aside from that, I also put an exception. As I said, in the foreign exchange market, we always have exceptional rules. People teaches people because they give exceptional. That's why they are failing. Because anything can always happen. The most happen is called exceptional rules in forex market, which will help a lot. So I said in some cases I ensure that what it touches my body, while some will touch my body, for that what it is matching everything needed to be touched, every joint needed to be touched, then I am fine. Now, this point, this baby here, if I now do another 1 year now, let me say I did another 1 year. Let me say I did another 1 year now. Let me come to 4 hours. Can you see that I've done another 1 year? Can you see? Can you see that? This is even this one is not touching. This one. Can you see I've done another one now? Now, what could you say is different between these two now? However, you are meant to use one though, but I'm just using it as an analysis. This might be too much for you. You have to use one, but as time goes on, you adjust. Because as price moves, you adjust your trend line. Good. But in this point, what could you say? What can you say? What can you figure out in this kind of sector now? What can you say?
One is touching. They both started from the same place, but one is touching the higher low, and the other one is touching the other one at the middle.
It means that what one is going according, just like one is acting at like more like a moving average, according to the movement, is going upward with it. Can you see?
Yes.
I said that the other one is right, but it's not correct. So why the other one stood at the bigger one, just 1 or 2 touches here. Invariably, we can call this major trend line, while we call this minor trend line. But as it stands now, this is still as it stands now. You cannot call this major yet. This one major until this market comes here and breaks this here. That's why you can begin to. As I said, this one is not a one to be plotted because it doesn't touch as many as you wanted. But this is following what the move of the market, because this market might not come down again. It might keep going up. And this shows you the level at which it can come and react to this trend line, and you can use more conferences to confirm your movement. It is not just one conference. I hope you are aware. Whenever market comes to your trend line, what do you do? What are you expected to always look out for, from what I said in the last class?
When market comes to trend line and touches it, you wait for reversal.
Reversal? Is that what you thought? Anyway, we have not gone deep into some of the topic, but I preambled on it. Now let me repeat myself. whenever market comes to your trend line, it shows that there may be a reaction, any type of reaction at that point. However, exceptional rules. Note that market can also break that trend line and continue wherever its movement is going. That is it. It's a true thing. But most times, it might come there, respect it, probably do a bounce, do a retest, do a small, a deep pullback, or anyone, or full pullback. Anyone, it can do any reaction. But the reaction that it will now do will determine on what that trend line and then what's the level at which the trend line is. Is it at the level of what we call area of concentration, which some people may call order flow, some people may call demand and supply, some people may call anything. Is it at that level? Is it at a strong zone that we might want to react as well, or is not? So the things I said in the last class, though we have not gone to those topics yet, we'll go into topic yet once we can finalize with all this. So I say we have still a lot to do. We have 3 key major topics. We have to start from the smallest to the highest. So, of course, when you start from the highest, it can be more complicated. So we start from the lowest to the highest. And once we are done with this, we'll move to the price action, market structure, where we are talking about our point of interest, point of concentration. We can talk about demand and supply zones. We will talk about correctional price corrections and other things. You understand? So that is the thing. I will move towards candlesticks, where we can give you a PDF and everything about how to know your when it candle market reverse with the candlesticks. You always point. You always see all this. We can point to now 1,000 candlesticks, and it will show the same level of reversal. We'll show you everything that's on candlestick. That one is on candlestick reversal, changes and everything. So those are still topics that need to be touched and tweeted. We only preambled on that the last time we met. So that was what I'm saying. So that is what happens. Next time I'll ask you the question. So please do not forget, I ask questions a lot. So I want to be sure that what you've been taught is sticking, and then of course is there. Are you with me?
Yes.
Of course. So what you've been taught is sealed, of course. So it's solid. So I always ensure that, unlike we just trying to move, whereas the knowledge is just a shallow one. We are asked to come and you cannot defend it. That's my point. We love, if it is ABC that we're able to teach, either ABC sticks to the person and can be able to provide it out, defend it, able to, deal with it, of course, able to go roll with it and then do something with it. We are okay. We are fulfilled. We are fulfilled by that. Unlike trying to ABC, yes, you cannot even read ABC, just like a small picking. But yeah, we taught him ABC to Z. He only knows ABC. That's what he knows. That's what you have taught. That's what you have achieved. So the stress of time to teach ABA to Z, then it's just a full time. So we believe in what solidness. It's able to be able to know that for sure and move to the next. Because once you know, you are able to move to the next. But if you don't know, if you're able to put this one together, it will just be a shallow knowledge, and that's what many people does in this industry. You just want to learn this one today, then that one today, then it's just a shallow one. We don't believe in that actually. So that is for that. So this one is still because of what the movement of it, and then the other one, the first one will have been a major one. So anytime market comes and breaks this one, breaks and begin to do as if a change of structure comes around here and begin to come down. That is when you come to adjust your Excel. It means that what you adjust this. As I said, that one is correct. You adjust what your trend line. That means that what it's coming to what another level. Am I talking? Are you getting something? Oh yeah, yes.
Yes.
Are you following at all?
I'm following.
Awesome, perfect. So when you have to do this correction, and then that first one you do, book it heavily. Let me give you one secret today. All of us students know that anytime you see market breaks a trend line or breaks your cycle level, I'm giving this secret too. It will help you a lot. The break will not just be, I'll show you evidence. Don't worry, I'll show you evidence. I'll show you evidence. It's a lot. The break will not just be a small break. It will be a poof, a very pushy break. It will be a forceful break. I repeat, whenever market breaks your trend line, that shows that that is not going to stop all your cycle levels. It will come forcefully. Am I talking? It will come forcefully. Yeah. See this candle now. It breaks this trend line. Cycle forcefully. See this one forcefully. I'll show you. Forcefully. See this one forcefully. Let's come to that time frame. Let me show that. I just need to tip that tip in for you to know. See now, if this candle is going to stop here, it should stop here and drop a week, but it breaks forcefully. That is it. One. So that
Okay.
one breaks forcefully. You check it. The forcefulness of it will determine either it is 4 hours or 1 hour. At least make sure that it is in 1 hour or 4 hours. Sometimes you can break forcefully in 30 minutes as well. But that forcefulness will show that what this. So once your perhaps your this thing is around here and the market breaks forcefully, you already know that what this is moving to the next what cycle level. The forcefulness will tell you that it's moving to the next cycle level. It will definitely reach the next cycle
The
level.
fortunate to tell that moving. If the candlestick break your cycle level, the fortunate to show that it's moving to the next cycle level, right?
Thank you very much. That's the point. Yes, that's what I want to understand. That's what I want to understand. Yes, it will show that what. So that means that what that forcefulness breaking. That forcefulness breaking which tells you that what it's moving to the next phase. That means that what buyers are strongly interested so much in, or sellers are so much in that market. So there are many. So they overcomes the seller, they overcome the buyer. Any of them. That means that what there are many in the market and they overcome them. Let me show you in different form. See this one too. Forcefully. It will forcefully break your side. That's why we taught you cycle first. The next line, trend line. Can you see now? Can you see how everything is matching each other? Are you following me? Are we together?
Yes.
That's good. Can you see that the classes are matching each other? They are started from the biggest, from the complex, you don't understand. So from this basic, can you see how it's matching? So that's why we taught you cycle level first. So if you forcefully, so most time I used to watch, if I want to enter into it, I want to see that what is still if you keep going further now, okay, I watch the forcefulness of the break of the cycle level. Once it's totally forced, it will be tested, then you can enter safely. That's that. But if it doesn't break forcefully, you should be careful. Let me show you that one. Let me show you this one. So these are the things you should always observe. So after you've done with classes like this, you go back to your chart. You observe them. You plot in your cycle levels, plot in everything, and begin to observe what you've been taught. That is what will help you more. We love students with such. I was talking to a student, it was not last week, not you. And I tell them that the fastest way to learn is after class. And I was still a student many years ago. Even though some lecturers will teach you some things, you will understand. But you find yourself understanding the more, even when you're doing that yourself, personally yourself. Because of what? There is no knowledge, there is nothing as trying to explore yourself, trying to do personal research, trying to do it. So, you see that you are clear, but you're more clearer by the time when you're revisiting it yourself. So that's my point here. Whenever you're being taught all of this stuff, I always advise and urge you out of your scheduled time, out of your free time at work or at home, please sit down to them, go over it, and then of course just observe some things. From there, you will be able to discover a new thing. I loved it more when you come to class and you ask me questions. I begin to ask me, what's this? You can see that last week we asked about why didn't we trade gold? And I told you. I said, so I helped you a lot. Because of what? Because you have observed. And doesn't mean it doesn't trade gold. We trade gold. We are just once. When we see and then even that same Monday, the day we asked, the next day we traded gold.
Yes, I saw that you traded good. You traded good.
It's about good opportunity because we know that gold, any small returns is my wipe account. I told it 10 pips on normal pair is 100 pips on gold. And we understood the fact that most of our students have $100 accounts. Imagine $100 accounts. If I have $400 today or $200 today, that means I want to flip that account. I'm not funding it as if it's a fund money that I want to begin to trade. Perhaps people with $400 accounts, they are not have that mind to want to lose it. $100 is small money. It's a money. So if you know that you cannot afford what you cannot lose, then for $10. If not, that's what you can lose. Hey, go and face gold. If you know it blow you off, you'll be fine. That's exactly the person. Gold is quite volatile. So if you have $100, it's nothing. And that $100, you still want to be trading aggressively. At the same time, you don't want to blow again. So it's someone that want to attack.
Yes.
At the same time, you want to defend. You will choose one. Either I want to attack fully, go and be score, or defend fully, don't score. That's why you go choose. You know, pick yourself. So that's exactly the thing about them. And most of our traders, most of them, only few has $500 account, 1K. Majority, some of them $100, $200, so that kind of stuff. And they want to open 0.10, 0.20. Yeah, to open, they must to know you engage in risk management. So it is such, and then sometimes gold is very funny. That zone, it will move, but you can play around it, come back, give you a bit of drawdown, and but then it will now move. Boom! By the time it now move, some of have lost their account. Some will even double down. There is also one thing that beginners does. I don't know if you do that. We have to debunk that, please. Don't do that. If you are in a trade and market is not going your way, stop assuming or adding positions. I see traders do that a lot. You are in a losing trade and you're adding positions, except you are so fucking sure and pretty accurate that this I'm saying, and there's a level at which the market must not get to, and it has not getting to that place. It has not invalidated your setup yet. That is when you can have confidence to want to add the positions, and your position must be calculated and everything. If you are trading a big account, but you ask if you want to flip, you may not mean, because if you want to flip, you have the account that you have the mindset that I want to flip this account. If I lose it, I'm ready. And if I flip it, I want to make as much as I want to make. Fine. Am I correct? Are you learning something today? I'm trying to go.
So it's not hard position once the market is going against you.
Exactly. I'm trying to go as many as I can go so that you can pick, so I can, because you accept that because you don't have much time left. You only have 1 week. So as many as you can cover, let me touch it so it will really help you. It will really help a lot. So those are the points at hand. So it will help you, except you are so sure that, oh, this level must not come to it does not come to that level. Once you come to that level, that's where I can be so sure that this stuff is what? Invalid. But it has not come to the level yet. It's giving you a huge drop down. You don't. So most beginners will keep adding. And that's when now see, guy, if you now build that account up. It's like immediately it blew up. That's when the market now start moving. Jesus, and now be as if now break people. It's not believable.
Yes, that has helped me a lot. Our hard position waiting for it to reverse.
I know. How do I know?
The moment your account, you lose your account, you start going up, you start
Exactly.
regretting.
I know. We have dealt with many beginners a lot. We have students. We know what they do. We know. So I'm trying to tell you something so you can learn. This is mentorship. Mentorship is about revealing things to you. It's not signals. It's not just signals. They will reveal things to you. Reveal things that you think it is normal. So these are the things. So if I want to add position to such, I will be sure, confident that it has not break this level. This level is a level that I am so sure that if it comes to levels and do some reaction on this level or drop a week, then it's to say, then I'll be confident I can add. As provided I can add. But it's not come there, it's still going against it. Anything can happen. But what beginners don't know is that market might actually be right with the buy or the long. But big boys could just come. Divert the market sell, just a brief sell. Though that fund they put into the market, that sold that drop it was one that dropped this short to come. Then the market started selling. After the fund, after they drop the funds, you just do a sell for a while, then that will not stop. Then after going, what happened? It might be some liquidity grab, one, or some big boys just popping, or some edge in the market, institutional edge that has edge ahead of many of you guys. There are funds to pump in. Then so anything can happen to bring that pullback or draw down or a bit huge one can happen. Then later on, after they have cashed out their profits or whatever, then the market will not stabilize, then begin to go up. But people don't understand those things. Many beginners don't understand. That's why you don't begin to hide. You just assuming that once you go, that new one you had, you bring profit for you. It's a good strategy, but it is a good strategy for what? A winning trade. Write it down, please. Adding positions. Write it down.
Yes.
Adding position. Write it down, please. Can you write it down? Adding position is a good strategy. Only, write it down. Adding position, or put it down on your tab anywhere you are. Adding position. I will ask you next time. Adding position is a good trading strategy. It's a good strategy only if you are on a winning trade. Or, have you written it? Or only if you are on winning, or you are certain and assured of a certain level that the market has not gotten to. Adding position is only provided or good only when you are in a winning trade.
Oh, you are certain that?
You are certain that the move will not get to a particular level, or getting to that level is always doing a rejection. The move will not get to the particular level, or getting to that level is always providing a rejection or wick that shows highest level it can get to. That shows highest level it can get to. That is when you're confident. Oh, definitely this market is rejecting this.
They will not get to a particular level.
Yeah, yes, or showing a rejection at that level.
Or
showing a rejection at that level.
Okay.
Showing a rejection at the level, showing the signs of weakness that I cannot get to this. I cannot, yes, I cannot get to this. Yes, and so it's showing some rejections, some stuff. And that's what you can. So it's giving more confirmation that even though I'm not ready to move, I'm not ready to buy or sell short yet or long yet. I can't take this level. Say I can't go beyond this level. He's trying to go back. You come back again there. So those things are confident of further confidences that what is going to do my directional bias. It's going to follow my bias. Am I talking to someone? So those are the things that will give you further confidence. Not that it's so that you listen to it. I don't even know if it's way to continue or to stop anywhere. You're just trying to add. It's wrong. Many beginners don't start a lot. And it's a wrong trash. It's a wrong shit that needs to be trashed. It's a wrong mindset and a wrong trading style and approach. It's not a good one. Am I talking? Is that suit? Good. So back to our class. Are you together, sir? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Do you have any question if I move ahead? You have any question?
No.
No question. Okay, back to our class. So that became valid when it was moving here. Then immediately, if it breaks this, then if it breaks this, and this is a new one, if it broke that one I do and begin to come around here, that's where we can now adjust and do a new one here. This one will now be touching what? Be touching your week here, touch your week here, and the next one we are expecting is what? To touch your week here, to come and do a week. And after from that, you look at this point, what is the level at which this in fact, if any stuff comes to this point, this is the sweetest trade ever because it's what is a major. And because of every major trend is always the sweetest. If a market breaks the major trend line, it means that what is a total change of structure. Totality. And if it breaks it on a higher time frame, probably in a daily, in a weekly, it breaks it. For example, here now, if this, let me show you. If this comes down here now, then it's going to go up. This I will look at this level. What is the name of this level? This level is cycle level, is a trend line. Then you look backward, look at it here. This level is a strong level. Why do I say a strong level? What can you say? What do I say? Why do I say this one is a strong level? What can you say?
Support. That is support.
Where is support?
Okay. Which level is that?
I say this level. If this market comes down now, then stopped here, then we are at this point. I need to do it from a reaction at this point. And I told you that every time market bounce on a cycle on a trend line, you should always what do I tell you? Whenever market bounce, what should you always do and watch out for? What should be your action? What should be your anticipation?
A rejection.
There'll be a what?
Rejection.
I never said that.
Are we? Oh, I'm confused.
Think again. What did I say? Whenever market comes back, turns to your trend line, what do I say? That will always happen. What do I say?
This one, you know. Should I write it?
Is it what I said is a single word that I wish I expect from you?
Yes. You said one word.
Okay, let me.
I'm trying to remember.
Let me. There will be a reaction, not rejection. Reaction.
I know it's reaction. That's what I'm saying.
Reaction. You say rejection. It's different from reaction. Yes. Reaction means it can react to the up or to the down. But rejection means it will reject to where it's coming from. That's what rejection means.
Yeah.
So it's a different thing entirely. If I'm to score you over 10, I'll give you 1. I'll give you 1. You do not meet my pass mark.
Yes.
I'll give you 1. Because of what? Because of the definition of rejection itself. Rejection means if, for example, you want to toast a lady, he rejected you. So does that mean something else? But if you are going to toast the lady, it means that what there could be a reaction of what? Acceptance or rejection. Can you get me now? Am I talking to somebody?
Yes.
Exactly. That is what it is. So it's a different thing entirely. So this place, I said it was reaction. There'll be a reaction, maybe a reaction. Most times, a reaction could be a small pullback, could be a major pullback, It be a total rejection or a breakthrough to get there too. That's why we move to fake out, breakout and retest, everything we move there. We'll get there too. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you understand?
I've written it down.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So that is exactly what will happen. Exactly what will happen.
So
okay.
when price get to that level now, there's a reaction now. Will you not be looking for maybe change of structure that it will turn to a downtrend, or you'll be watching out for it
I said it now. That will not damage on that level. As I said, this level, that's not damage. Which level is it? Not damage on that level. Which level is this level? That level will now be able to inform you that this thing will continue or will reject. Or we only react. Just a small pullback and we're going. That level will not determine. This level will determine. Are you following? Anyway, yes. I have to be in another class soon. You join the class late. Please, I want to give you assignment. Please, please go and further do bigger and a minor and a major trend line for me. And of course, the plot your strike level for at least 4 different pair and submit it, please. So for tomorrow, if that can be done, I'll be very happy. So we can finalize on trend line entirely by tomorrow. I know that we have done with trend line and everything has to do with trend line. I can touch fake out and a breakout, then we can move to the next class by next week. And if you are willing to further your mentorship, that would be a good one for me because I would love to teach out as many as we can.
I really wish to further. I'm still looking for how
it's
I
okay.
can be able to squeeze out.
We can start with any, just start our support up. Start support of any money you have and deposit it, then you pay the rest later. Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Ezekiel, and thank you so much for joining me once again. I really appreciate your time. Bye for now, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Bye.